a loss for Anthony Joshua. He did what he was supposed to do, but we also give a little due credit now to Jake Paul.
Uppercut. Best shot at the moment. Not that much is going to happen. And it almost... Oh, there's a left. Down goes Paul.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Mamma mia!
You know, I give Jake Paul credit for stepping in there in the first place, going 6 rounds. All those people that says it just doesn't get past the first round, it's a loss for Anthony Joshua. He did what he was supposed to do, but we also give a little due credit now to Jake Paul.
First of all, I want to give love to the crowd, everyone that came out. I really do appreciate it. And if Tyson Fury is as serious as he thinks he is, and he wants to put down his Twitter fingers and put on some gloves and come and fight one of the realest fighters out there that will take on any challenge, step in the ring with me next if you're a real bad boy. Don't do all that talking, AJ this, AJ that. Let's see you in the ring and talk with your fists. Is that good for you?
That is good, but
Fighting's not just physical, it's psychological. And when you understand the psychological warfare, I did say to you that, Jake, what's going to happen? I'm going to see a time when I'm going to take your soul and you're either going to give up or you're going to get knocked out. And unless you have that instinct, you just will never be a good fighter. So I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw tonight, Jake has spirit. He has some heart. He tried his best. And I take my hat off to him because, number one, a lot of fighters haven't got in the ring with me, and Jake did. And secondly, even when he got knocked down, he kept on trying to get up. And I take my hat off to him. So America, I think you have someone who could potentially, if he still has the heart for it, come back again, dust the dirt off his shoulder, and come again and maybe sell out this center sometime in 2026. Maybe against a Gervonta Davis, a Ryan Garcia, who knows?
And I just wanted to get your assessment. You know, you've now been in the ring with Jake Paul and Francis Ngannou. What do you think about them comparatively when you assess what they were like up against you?
Both good. Both have heart. It takes a lot. That ring walk, obviously 1,000 fighters have done it before me, but it's imagine sleeping the night before a big fight, and then you wake up in the morning and you're waiting for that moment when it's time to leave. You get to the change room, you make that walk. I take my hat off to Francis Ngannou because he's ultimately an MMA fighter, and he crossed over into boxing twice. He beat up Tyson Fury and then had a short fight with me, but he walked in that ring twice, credit to him. Then Jake Paul, who has been boxing now for 5 or so years at an elite level, the amount of pressure that's been put on his shoulders, and he's lived up to that pressure. I'm not going to say that they're world class, because in our modern day era, there's maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 Anthony Joshuas that can punch, that can avoid punches, that know what they're doing in the ring. So Jake will struggle at top level, but he has a place in boxing if he wants to stay, in my opinion. So credit to him and his team for getting him this far.
Thank you. And just one other question for you, Anthony. Can you talk a little bit about, was it frustration or what was going through your mind when, some of the clinching was happening? You had hit him a few times you let him go a few times, but then there was a time on the break where you gave him a few good body shots. What was happening in the ring?
So 2 things were happening in my mind in the clinches. In the clinch, he done really well. When you're in survival mode, you will always find a way. So I was trying to look for certain shots. I actually wanted to let my hands go in the clinch, but he done well to tie my hands up. And as you could see, when they were free, I tried to land a few body shots. And I tried when I could. It was a bit messy, but from a systematical breakdown, the right hand landed, it found its home, and the referee waved it off after. Did he get counted out, or did the ref wave it off?
I believe he got counted out.
So the right hand found its home.
Out,
I would have loved to have landed some more body shots, but it weren't for tonight, maybe in the future, but we got the job done in the end anyway. I said to myself, I'm not going to knock you out. I am going to systematically punish you round after round. And like I wanted it to be slow and methodical. I swear, give me a drop down now. And I just kept on hitting him. Sorry, go.
Right, you hit me as much
I
as you like.
hit you for everyone in England. I was hitting. I kept on hitting him, and I could see I had that mentality where I was like, do you remember in the press conference I said he's Iverson and I'm Jordan, and I was like, I'm gonna just keep breaking him down